What the fuck was that?
I never found you funny. I never found you entertaining. I never found you smart. I just found you annoying.
So, today I will be reviewing The Marvels, the Captain Marvel sequel. It was $1 billion hit, Captain Marvel, sandwiched in between Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. Maybe the Marvels studios should have realized that before marketing this like it was some sort of big blockbuster film. But anyway, we digress. So yeah, I'll start with the story. Again, this will be a spoiler review. It'll be in the title, but it's a spoiler review. So if you don't want to watch it, if you don't want to watch a spoiler review, please leave now. But like, share, and subscribe before you leave, and come back when you do watch it. Okay, so the story is this: Darban, played by forgot her name. I'll put it here. But Darban finds a bangle, one of two bangles. The other one belongs to Miss Marvel. If you watch Miss Marvel on Disney Plus, you will know about it. It's a sort of intergalactic space bangle that helps her travel through time. That bangle allows her to travel through space and go to other planets and strip them of their natural resources. She's from the Kree planet. She's also from the same planet as Ronan. Her planet is stripped of its natural resources, is dying due to the events that took place in Captain Marvel, where she destroyed the AI, which essentially destroyed the sun that was controlling the Kree, so they have no resources. So she wants to get the resources back for them and save her planet. Very noble story. I'm telling you this now. I probably gave more detail than the film did, or the same amount, if that wasn't a lot of detail. And that harpers me to one of my big gripes of the film. The villain was wasted. The villain, Darban, which was actually a male character in the comic books, but it's another thing, representation in this film. But we'll get onto that later. It was a character with a lot of potential. I think we can all get behind someone trying to save their planet, save their people, but we didn't see enough of the people struggling. That wasn't played into it enough, but the actress did a fantastic job in conveying the pressure and the pain that she was under and the anger that she had for Captain Marvel, who was named the Annihilator. And for a long time, I thought she was just called the Annihilator because she was so powerful. But later the film explains, and I think the film could have done more to harp onto why she was named the Annihilator. And I think it's very disappointing for the film and Carl Danvers' character that wasn't explored enough. So we had a wasted villain, and Carol Danvers' character was wasted. She had so much potential. She had so much conflict in terms of her responsibilities and pressure and letting people down with Monica Rambeau's character, Tonya Paris's character, I should say. And it was wasted, completely wasted. Even to the sense that how powerful Captain Marvel had been made out to be hadn't been fully explored. Can you imagine that? They had built up during Avengers Infinity War how powerful Captain Marvel was, and it wasn't even discussed enough. You could have done the whole Superman thing, building her up to be this larger-than-life, powerful symbol who had met her match, and she needed help from these other two lesser experienced people. Nothing, wasted. With her being the Annihilator and destroying, essentially crippling Hala, the Kree planet, could have explored that more, could have bled in some of the real world criticism of Captain Marvel and Brie Larson's character and portrayal of Captain Marvel into her being named the Annihilator, using that as some sort of the Annihilator arc as some sort of commentary on the criticism of Captain Marvel. Instead of doing that, they didn't do nothing with that. It was just, again, a generic line. Sorry, guys. A generic line that was just skipped over and wasted. Same with her conflict with Monica Rambeau's character, where Monica Rambeau felt extremely abandoned. She had lost her mum in the blip. Could you remember Monica Rambeau's character, that lesser known character from WandaVision? How many people watched WandaVision? Not explored enough. Monica Rambeau felt abandoned, felt hurt, felt disappointed by Carol Danvers, which a lot of people in the movie watching world felt as well. The character disappointed them. The Annihilator name came from her hurting other people. Could have been explored, could have been examined. We could have actually got genuine empathy for Carol Danvers' character by the amount of pressure that she was under trying to live up to this mantra. Doesn't that sound like something real that Brie Larson understands? Trying to live up to this mantra of Captain Marvel, but letting so many people down with some things that are her fault, something not her fault. Wasted, 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 wasted. Just like the villain, wasted. Monica Rambeau's character, wasted. Brings me to I always do this. Kamala Khan's character, Miss Marvel, from the Disney Plus show. Best part of it, her family were excellent as well. They were the heart and soul of the film. Kamala Khan's character helped kind of gel the team together, but it was a team of people that you weren't super rooting for anyway. So the fact that she was the heart didn't have the same impact as it could have had if those characters were allowed to be characters. I'll say this as well. Nick Fury's character, played by Samuel L. Jackson, of course, last seen in Secret Invasions, where he was troubled, hurting, trying to help the Skrull with their problems. In this portrayal of him in the Marvels, he was smooth, confident, and cool. Such a digression from where we last seen him, most people who are big Marvel fans. And my problem is Marvel may not want to play too much into lesser known TV shows. That's cool, you know. But then you bring Miss Marvel, who's from a lesser known TV show. WandaVision was very popular, so people would maybe more people were more likely to know her, but the show was mostly about Wanda and Vision. So this lesser known character, would people know Monica Rambeau? I don't know. So maybe you don't want to play too much into Secret Invasion, but you've brought in two characters from lesser known TV shows into the main thing. And yeah, it was just a bit bizarre. It was just a bit bizarre that Nick Fury was so different to Secret Invasion Nick Fury. And maybe you don't want to play into that, but you've got two other characters who are from two other TV shows. You're expecting us to know? With no real introduction, no real backstory as well. There's also this gimmick as well of every time they use their powers, they jump. They like switch paces essentially. And could have been done cooler, wasn't that cool. I thought like the action scenes in general were just lame. Fucking lame. Sorry for swearing, I don't like swearing, but it was lame. It was really lame. They went to this singy planet, which it seems that critics are there's a consensus that they didn't like it. I did like it because I saw the potential in it. I do like sing-songs. I like singy movies. I like musicals. And I think there was a lot of potential there. The fight scene for me in the singy planet, it has a name, I don't remember the name. It was one of the planets where Darban was going to steal their water because the planet, Harlan needed water because it's been stripped of its resources. But yes, anyway, they've gone to the singing planet. There's a fight scene in the singing planet, and the army from the singing planet, they're not singing. They're not playing into the fact that they sing. I'm like, what? Is this wasted potential? There was no creativity in the fighting. The fight scenes were so boring and generic and like a waste of my time. Like it was just not something, in my opinion, that had a lot of effort and thought. This film, The Marvels, had a lot of reshoots, had a lot of rewrites as well. And you could see it, that it just was bland and generic. And the characters were bland and generic. And that leads me to Marvel's biggest problem, wokeism. Wokeism. I know everyone online is like, oh my God, you keep doing diversity and it's ruining the films. No, that's not what is actually ruining the films. It's not helping, but it's not what's ruining the films. What is ruining the films is that Kevin Feige and his team do not have a solid direction like they had from phase 1 to phase 3. We seem to be in a holding pattern where they are guessing the steps as they go along. They probably have a general idea, but they're very much guessing. Yes, there is some Marvel fatigue as well. We are a little bit bored of the formula. That's the problem with franchises. They have a formula. It's to export into different places and it's safe. It's safe. But it's not working. And another thing they're forgetting, and it's something I had a problem, is the humor in the Marvel films before, which started to get a little bit old, is now gone. This film is not funny, guys. I did not find this film funny one iota. It did not bang for me comedically. We've lost the heart of the characters and the hero's arc and dealing with problems. The reason why heroes' stories are so relatable, they are about overcoming obstacles. Not only did you not display Carl Danvers' powers correctly, you didn't display her overcoming of strength. That is what being a hero is about. Overcoming adversary. So you can do all the diversity and wokeism and representation, but when your characters don't have arcs, story beats, and connections with each other than generic lines here and there, fuck your diversity, it doesn't work. And then that's why people harping on the diversity more. It's as if you have sacrificed real characters, real moments for wokeism and representation, which will leave people on either side of the spectrum bored and frustrated and saying that we're now pushing back. Truth be told, Marvel has lost its way in terms of its characters, heart, development, and humor. That was one thing it had, lock, step, and barrel. And another big thing that it's lost, in my opinion, is its actual overall direction and leadership. It seems to have gone, and it was the thing that it had beyond every other verse, whether that be the DC Cinematic Universe, the Sony Cinematic Universe. It had that beyond everything else. It had direction, focus, and had a clear story beats it was going to. Right now, it just seems to have this general plan and a lot of fan fiction thrown at you, hoping that will keep you around enough for the next phase of movies, and this overwhelming arrogance that it can throw anything on screen and you'll stick to it. I also think it lost another thing, Marvel, is something that we all loved, is that it played into different genres of film, whether that be thriller, crime dramas. One film I love from Phase 2 was Captain America Winter Soldier, which was an espionage film. You had Spider-Man Far From Home, which was another film that was like almost a rom-com, a teen rom-com at that. It had tremendous heart. And it's all lost. It's all lost. They played into sci-fi with Iron Man. You had so many different aspects of this that is lost now. I mean, you have Thor 3 Ragnarok, which was a complete comedy film. You have Guardians of the Galaxy, which is a space adventure film. They have lost this genre bending that they were doing with these villains. You had the first Doctor Strange, which was like a psychedelic hippie thriller film. They've lost all this. We loved Captain Marvel.
I said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
Did anyone really love Captain Marvel? But people liked Captain Marvel and enjoyed it to a degree because it was sandwiched in between Infinity War and Endgame, and we were hoping for any little clues there. Gotta be said. And also, it was a 90s film. Us 90s babies love 90s shit. It's nostalgic. Where was that? Where were you trying? Why didn't you learn from your success of the last film? The fuck? Who asked for this Marvel's team up? I don't get this. It just does not scream of a movie studio that even understood what it did well before. It's really bizarre and worrying for me. That being said, what do I give this film? 4 out of 10. And the reason I give it 4 and not 2 and not 0 is because there was so much potential. Monica and Carl Danvers' Captain Marvel had potential. You could see the abandonment that Monica had and Carl Danvers' Captain Marvel's pain and disappointment that she had to do that. The pressure that she had when she said, I didn't want you to look at me like that. You could see all that in her character. You could see she was someone that was trying to do good. And it started to me for just a blip of a second, and maybe this was in one of the rewrites, that the bleeding through of what Captain Marvel was supposed to represent had diminished, but they were trying to use this arc of her letting down Monica, her being the Annihilator, as a real world arc to real world pushback of Captain Marvel. They tried anyway, and there was potential there to do a really beautiful story, it didn't go anywhere. But I like the fact that they had that idea. I like Kamala Khan's character. I like the family of Kamala Khan. I'm intrigued with the Skrull and Kree war. I'm really intrigued by that. Nick Fury's character was, he was cool, but he was so different to Secret Invasion. I didn't quite get it. And then you've got the cats. I have to say this, guys. I didn't get the cats. Someone might tell me this is something from the comic books that is secretly tied to Secret Invasion. I didn't get it. I didn't care. I didn't get why the crew were running. I didn't even get why that was a storyline. And I really didn't get why the crew were running. Also, how was Goose pregnant? Who got Goose pregnant? Is Goose a sort of like hermaphrodite where they don't need anyone to get pregnant? Are they like a lizard where they just lay eggs? Cats don't lay eggs. Is Goose a mammal? What is Goose? How did Goose get pregnant? What a question.
Well, hold on on that. Hold on. Now, hold on. I'm not going to say that. All right, hold on.
Seriously, how did Goose get pregnant? Am I the only one? Why did Goose get pregnant? What was the purpose of that? Because I didn't find that funny. Okay, seriously, guys. Okay. Not a great film. Highlights a lot of Marvel's problems. It's the worst grossing film of, worst opening film for Marvel. Hopefully this is a moment where they can reflect and retract and change things. Of course, you want to talk about the post-credit scene. It's a spoiler review, so I can say it, but with Hank, Beast. I don't know the other character, but it was Lashana Lynch's character. Obviously, Monica Rambeau's character is over that side because she went to close the rip in space-time. Also, why did no one question Monica when she said, I'm going to go on the other side? Why did no one say, oh, are you going to make sure you come back? How are you getting back? No one questioned that. Was everyone blind to that? She said a couple times, I'm going to the other side. And no one thought, wait, what if you get stuck? It just missed everyone. Anyway. This is the problem with Marvel where they are right now. I saw Hank. Beast's character, and I was like, okay, cool, yeah, the multiverse is going on. We've had this multiverse teaser for so long that I'm kind of like over it. I'm so over it. I'm waiting for something to actually happen because I'm just getting teased. And I'm like, I've been teased for ages now. Can something fucking happen? I guess this was like a real step forward, but after that disappointment in the film, the CG was horrible. It was horrible. It kind of left me going, like when the X-Men come, shout me then. That's kind of how I felt. And I'm sorry, I don't want to harp on Marvel. I don't think this is Brie Larson's fault. I don't think this is Nia DaCosta's fault, who is a very promising director. I just feel the direction in which Marvel is going in at this present moment in time seems more like guessing fan fiction, and it doesn't follow the same strict, rigid structure that it had before in terms of going forward. One thing I will say again as well is the complaints in which Brie Larson and Nia DaCosta said in terms of this is a vocal minority trying to tear down a feminist movement and a feminist film. Not true. I don't think that's true. I think there's definitely people like that, but Brie Larson, Nia DaCosta, I root for you both. I do not think you are in step with mainstream's opinion. The film lacks character. I want to support your character and your film, but you're not being a person. Your characters don't feel like people anymore. They just feel like diversity for diversity's sake, and people who are just there. Real people have struggles and conflict and jokes, and yours is gone now. I guess it maybe wasn't there enough in the first Captain Marvel, but at least there was an arc. The arc's not really there in this one. I don't think it's about anti-feminists. I don't think this is an anti-feminist movement. I think this is, we just want real characters. That's what connects people to films. But anyway, thank you for you guys' time. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribe. If you haven't already, please do. Post this everywhere you want. Please share please share this video. Give it out to people. I want it to do well. I want a lot of views. I want to keep doing this. I want to do it full time. Help me out. I want to help you. I want to give you as much content as possible. Okay, I'm out now. I've spoke long enough. I've ranted long enough. See you lot next week.
Scene.